April 8th, 1943. Over France, the Luftwaffe rules the sky. Below, something unfamiliar struggles upward.
Veteran aces laugh as they spot the newcomers, bulky, slow, and seemingly helpless.
The Republic P-47 Thunderbolt makes its combat debut. Heavy, slow to climb, and deeply underestimated.
To German eyes, these aircraft look absurd. Flying milk bottles armed for war.
What they cannot see is the mathematics of destruction hidden inside those wings. This moment marks the beginning of a transformation that will redefine air combat forever.
Congratulations. The Thunderbolt was born from panic, a desperate American response to German dominance.
At nearly 10,000 pounds empty, it shocked everyone who saw it. The Thunderbolt was dangerous, killing more Americans in training than Germans in combat at first.
Its secret lay in the turbo supercharger, Luftwaffe, delivering sea-level power in the stratosphere.
Pilots quickly learned the Thunderbolt was unforgiving. Mishandle the throttle, and it would kill you.
Ground loops, torque rolls, and violent landings made the aircraft feared even by its own pilots.
The P-47 was not flown. It was aimed.
In steep dives, pilots encountered compressibility, controls locking as shock waves formed on the wings.
Those who survived training discovered something else. Cavalry. Unmatched power. But something unexpected began to emerge. Towing. These aircraft refused to die.
German pilots attacked from below, exploiting the Thunderbolt's apparent weaknesses.
Early combat confirmed German assumptions. As a lieutenant, the Thunderbolt could not turn or climb with enemy fighters.
Without coolant lines to rupture, the massive radial engine absorbed punishment that destroyed other fighters.
And when Thunderbolts fired back, the results were catastrophic.
Initial German reports dismissed the survivability as exaggeration.
Altitude, speed, and mass would become the Thunderbolt's weapons. German pilots began to notice something troubling chaos. Damaged Thunderbolts were still returning home.
American commanders realized survival in the P-47 required abandoning traditional dogfighting. From extreme altitude, the Thunderbolts began their deadly descent.
Deflection shooting became impossible. The speed differential was overwhelming.
Survivors described it as flying into a wall of lead.
By mid-1943, laughter was fading from German cockpits.
After the strike, the Thunderbolts converted speed back into altitude, untouchable.
Aircraft caught in the convergence zone did not fall, they came apart.
By early summer 1943, Thunderbolt pilots learned to live where German fighters could not.
German intelligence underestimated what altitude truly meant in this new equation.
Weight became an advantage. Gravity turned mass into speed.
By early summer 1943, Thunderbolt pilots learned to live where German fighters could not.
The turbo supercharger kept American engines breathing freely in the stratosphere. "6,000 rounds per minute, erase targets in seconds."
Aircraft did not burn, they shattered.
German pilots learned there was no evasion once caught in the stream.
The escape was vertical. German fighters could not follow.
Combat reports began to change in tone. Confidence replaced by concern.
The Thunderbolt was no longer a joke. It was becoming a problem.
June 26, 1943. 48 Thunderbolts turn for home, believing the danger has passed.
They were wrong. German fighters strike from above with perfect timing. Lieutenant Robert Johnson, flying tail end Charlie, is hit immediately.
Trapped inside a dying aircraft, Johnson points west and prays.
A lone German pilot spots the wounded Thunderbolt and moves in for the kill.
He tries to escape, but the canopy is welded shut by an explosion.
Any other fighter would have fallen apart. The Thunderbolt keeps flying. The German empties his cannon ammunition into the Thunderbolt.
The German pulls alongside, stunned by a machine that refuses to die.
The German pilot fires again as Dave, this time with machine guns alone.
The Thunderbolt absorbs every round. Still, it refuses to fall.
Alone, wounded, nearly blind, Johnson continues west.
Disbelief replaces aggression. The laws of air combat no longer apply.
The German salutes, a gesture of respect, then turns away.
Out of ammunition, the German pulls alongside and looks into the cockpit.
The Thunderbolt reaches Manston. Its engine fails as the wheels touch Earth.
They stopped counting after 200 holes.
Any other fighter would have disintegrated mid-air.
The myth of the Thunderbolt is born.
Johnson's report does not stay secret. Word reaches German intelligence within weeks.
Among pilots, the Thunderbolt gains a new name, the Flying Tank.
They realized the mistake put us. The P-47 was never meant to turn fight.
German doctrine struggles to counter attacks that begin above the clouds.
Escort formations become death zones for interceptors.
New pilots are warned. Never chase a Thunderbolt upward.
Intercepted transmissions reveal growing fear, not bravado.
Air superiority begins not with numbers Tory, but with understanding.
For the first time, American bombers feel protected.
Hesitation becomes lethal in modern air combat.
Autumn, 1943. American bombers push deeper into Germany than ever before.
Without long-range escort, losses had been catastrophic.
Now, Thunderbolts take station above the bombers.
Interceptors climb hard, desperate to reach altitude.
They never get the chance.
The interceptors are shredded before reaching the bombers.
Coordination collapses in seconds.
This time, the escorts stay with them. The bombers continue unbroken.
June 1944. The war moves from the sky to the ground.
The Thunderbolt is given a new mission. Wow, salad. Destroy everything that moves.
German ground units learn to fear a sound from above.
Rockets turn roads into firestorms.
8 machine guns erase cover, vehicles, and morale.
Accuracy matters less than volume. Air power now decides battles on the ground. Movement in daylight becomes impossible.
The sound alone sends men running. For Allied soldiers, the Thunderbolt becomes a guardian angel.
By late 1944, the sky belongs to the Allies.
Germany introduces jets, fast, advanced, and far too few.
Jets are unstoppable in the air, the daily, but vulnerable on the ground. More than 15,000 Thunderbolts roll off the line.
Thunderbolts destroy what speed alone cannot save.
They destroy thousands of aircraft, tanks, and vehicles.
Today, they sit in museums silent, scarred, undefeated.
The Thunderbolt was never beautiful. It was unstoppable.
Pilots remember not elegance, but survival.
The war was won, not by grace, but by endurance.